Oh, there you go. Fabulous pasta salad. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today, pasta salad. Now, everybody has their own way of making a pasta salad. Let me know how you make yours. Do you just chuck in ranch dressing or anything like that? I'm going to make a pasta salad with a fabulous dressing. Okay, and I've been making this for an awful long time. It's very easy to put together, and a couple of little secret tips in there, but they're not secret, you know, but a couple of little tips in there to help you maximize the flavor of a pasta salad. Now, a pasta salad is an anything goes dish, really. You know, you need some pasta and you want to chuck it on to boil. So there's some pasta. I'm using spiral. Boiling water. Okay, salt. Plenty of salt. Why? Because the pasta tastes of absolutely zero. On to boil. Now, what we need to do is boil this. However, we want to keep it firm, but not too firm, because when it goes cold, it firms up. So I'm going to put this on behind me. Now, I've been cooking this, like I say, for a long time, or making this, because that's the only cook, to be honest. Right, we want some onion. Fine diced onion, not super fine, just small enough to go in there so you're not munching on huge pieces of onion. Now, like I say, everybody has their own way. What is your way? What makes your pasta salad so good? And don't say fried chicken. Obviously, we can put it with anything, okay? Now, the onion does want to be finer than the chop on everything else. And we are going small cubes. Onion done. Okay, we've got a yellow pepper or capsicum, yellow or red, up to you. And we want some dice, so prep your pepper and dice it. Now we're going to chuck everything in one bowl. Okay, just make it easy. And again, as big or as small as you like. In there. Cucumber. Got a couple of little cucumbers here, look. Let's have some cubes. Skin on, skin off, up to you. Cherry tomatoes, we're going to half them and chuck them in there. I don't know why I didn't chuck my onion in there. There you go. It's in now. So, you know, we just want to half them like that, but you know, you could just like that. It doesn't matter. Depends on your tomato, the shape. Okay. So obviously it goes without saying, wash all your veg. Okay, cheddar cheese, cubed. Some fresh parsley. Big or as small as you like. In there. Here comes one of the secret recommended tips. Take some gherkins or sweet pickles. We want about a tablespoon of your pickling juice in there, and we want to be chopping up, fine dicing, a couple of tablespoons of gherkins or sweet pickles. Okay. Now you'll see why, but it actually cuts through and adds a little bit of acidity to our dish. It's fabulous. Okay, that's going in there. In there. And that little bit of pickling vinegar. That little brine. There's our mixer. We'll stir it all up in a minute. We need to make this fabulous dressing. In here, Kewpie mayo, or just use mayo, and Greek yogurt. We're just going to hit that up with a splash of lemon juice. Now you can keep some lemon juice back to splash in at the end, because what happens is when you cool this down, the flavors are suppressed, so you might need to add a splash of lemon or salt and pepper. A little bit of olive oil, because we're making a dressing. Dijon mustard. Now you can use honey or maple syrup. Now I prefer to use maple syrup. So this is maple syrup in there. And that has just about got it. We want about a teaspoon and a half. Good old Canadian maple syrup. A little splash Worcester. Don't go crazy. You know, you could use Henderson's for this, not a problem. Want some fine grated garlic. This is a garlic plate. Just fine grate your garlic. As much as you like. You know, you want at least one clove in there. And we're sticking with the fresh. Okay, but we are going to add onion powder. Smoked paprika. Onion powder. A little bit of black pepper. Obviously go white if you've only got white. A little bit of salt. Now this we want to keep loose. So you might be adding some water. Okay, it wants to be a loose mix. Oops. Looks loose enough. That is our dressing done. We don't need any water. Look, that's loose enough. Drain your pasta. Okay, our drained pasta. This is important. Chuck that back in there. This is another one of these steps. Okay, we've got the pickle in there with the juice. Now you want to stir through about a third of your dressing. Stir it through in that pasta. Why? Because the pasta is going to absorb the flavour. And then we just need this to cool down completely. So just get this to cool. This has to be cool before it goes in there. Don't forget we've got that veggie in there. Put that in there. That ain't going to be good. Okay, bring back in our mix. We're going in there with all our dressing. And then we're going to chuck the pasta in here. And we're going to get all the mix up. I'm going to chuck it in the fridge. Minimum 30 minutes up to an hour. Now this is a pasta salad. It's not a warm pasta salad. Let's have a mix up. Fabulous. In there, your pasta. There you go. In the fridge to cool. Let all those flavours get in there. It helps firm up the pasta as well. So you guessed it, out of the fridge, into a serving bowl or out of there. Entirely up to you. in there. Oh, there you go. Fabulous pasta salad. Look at that. Oh, yes, please. Amazing. It's all in the dressing. There you go. That is a superb, superb pasta salad. Absolutely love it. Little bit of a tanginess. It's creamy from the mayo and the yogurt. Got that tanginess in there, obviously, from the Dijon mustard, the lemon. It's perfectly balanced. I mean, it's a fantastic pasta salad. It's all in the dressing. I keep saying it. It's all in the dressing. That's where the flavour is. Bang. There you go, pasta salad. Share with your friends. Easy to make. And you know, we've got a huge amount of pasta there, look. We can eat that for a couple of days. Not a problem. Stick it in the fridge, cover it up, or put it in a box. Fabulous. Serve it up with steak, grilled chicken, or jacket potatoes. Just eat it like I do. Absolutely wonderful. If you like what we're doing, make sure you tell your friends how easy it is to make a pasta salad. And if you do like what we're doing, big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. Oh, and we'll catch you in the next video. That is absolutely amazing. Don't forget, let me know how you make your pasta salad.